Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan and I run the channel Tennis with Dylan. As you can see from the title, I've got the Roger Pros here in my hand and I've got an awesome little signature from Federer too. As you can see, this was from On Running and they said, hope you enjoy the Roger Pros. Thank you for your continued collaboration. I recently did a sports modeling job in Switzerland for the latest new shoes. Roger Federer was one of my favorite players growing up and I learned a lot of my tennis through watching him on TV. So I am absolutely blown away actually seeing the shoes here in person. I thought I wouldn't be able to get my hands on some, but here they are, and very excited to review them and give you my own personal thoughts. My first look at the Roger Pros. As you can see, these shoes are from On Running and they're aesthetically very beautiful shoes. I can't wait to try them on to give you my first impressions of them. Let's lace these up too. So from what I've heard about these shoes so far is that they are very lightweight and you can really feel the ground from the soles of the shoe as they're not that dense. So there's a little bit of padding at the base and I quite like this little tongue flip here where it just clips on top. And the same thing on the other side of the shoe too. So as you know, Roger has retired from professional tennis, but the shoes will live on. They're very lightweight, I must say. As you can see, they're matching my blue outfit too. And what is quite interesting as well is that the soles of the shoes, if you can just tell, I'll just come in for a sec. Can you see that they're quite smooth at the base, so they might look like they wear out quite easily. But in terms of what they feel like right now is that they're very lightweight, very flexible. And typically Roger actually has slightly wider feet. So for my toes, it actually feels really comfortable. My feet are not that wide, but very excited to start playing in them. So before I play and test these Roger Pros, feel free to leave a comment down below of what you think of the style and look of these shoes. I think they look aesthetically very pleasing. Sometimes shoes in the past that I've worn have been a little bit narrow at the feet, so therefore I feel like a pinching feeling. And I'm size 9 and they're very true to size as well, which is really nice. I also find as well that they're not heavy at all. They're one of the lightest shoes I think that I've actually worn. And I find that when I wear lighter shoes, it gives me a bit more chance to maneuver my feet. And as you know in tennis, the feet are the most important part in getting around the court for good court positioning and good footwork. Also, tennis shoes are super important, just like the racket, because without good shoes, you'll not feel as light and as free when moving around the court. So the shoes complements the racket very well. So as Roger Federer is an all-court player, he tends to like to stand closer to the baseline. He's one to look to move closer to the net as well. Definitely fit for a player like Roger. They're very lightweight, as stated before, and they also have a nice kind of bouncy, springy feel. Something that I want to test out with the shoes is the quick changes of direction, because I find that since they're a lighter shoe, I always think that are they going to be as sturdy, but I can tell from the actual width of these shoes that they look pretty sturdy, especially when moving on the lateral movement. There's a particular part of this shoe on the outside edge that has a slightly wider piece of plastic, so that looks like it'll be pretty solid for the wider balls. One thing that I do find about these shoes though is that I would prefer wearing slightly thicker socks, as they are quite thin on the mesh. I'm going to test out the lateral movement of the shoes. My partner's going to help feed some wide balls, so as I load on my outside leg, I'm going to test the actual feeling when pushing wide and the stability of the shoe. So let's check it out now. Ready? Go! Hey. 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 Whew. Haha, let's go. So in terms of the actual comfort level of the shoes, I find that they are very secure even for the wide lateral movement. I'm going to test that on the forehand side too and give you my thoughts. Pretty good for sliding as well. When testing these shoes out on the lateral movement, I do find that they can be a bit slippery. So my only thing is I'd be cautious when playing on wetter surfaces. This is an acrylic hard court behind me, and you can tell that the court is very smooth. So if it's a little wet, because of the base of the shoe there's no real big pimples or any big grooves, I find that it might be a little bit slippery as well, so just be cautious of that. I found that the Roger Pros have fit like a glove. I've literally worn them for the past 10-15 minutes, and I can already feel that they're very cushioned and they've already molded my feet pretty well. I think that most people that would try these shoes on would be able to wear these. I find as well that they also look great, they feel great, they're lightweight, and I don't really see that many things wrong. I'd like to test out the breathability of the shoes as well, because I find that since they are quite lightweight, I'm pretty sure that they would breathe quite well as well on the feet. As stated on the website, the Roger Pro shoes are On's first ever tennis competitive shoe, and they were co-created by the man himself, Roger Federer. On incorporated a high-performance foam as well as a heel and bicep support. The shoes also have a 100% carbon fiber speedboard, which delivers a lot of energy return. Pay close attention to the soles of my feet. As you can see, I don't want to be situated too much on my back heel. I find that these shoes, you kind of want to feel like you're on the balls of your feet more. It kind of like drifts you forwards a little bit. It's a kind of funny sensation, but it kind of makes you be lighter on the toes. Definitely for those players that want to move very fast around the court. Time to check out some volleys. An all-round excellent shoe when volleying. As you can see, I'm very quick and light on my toes. The shoes adjust to this perfectly. They really fit the mold of an all-court tennis player. I also found when wearing these shoes that the soles are likely to be worn out quite easily. As you can see, they're quite thin, and even though they do look very nice, I feel like they're going to wear out quickly, unfortunately. And for the price tag of £190 in the UK, that is quite expensive for tennis shoes. I do think these would be suited more for your match play as opposed to just your everyday training shoe. Overall though, Swiss engineered, I approve. Since trying the Roger Pro shoes, it's been quite an eye-opener. I've seen the likes of Iga Swiatek, Ben Shelton wearing these shoes, and I feel like On Running is only going to up their game in terms of the shoes and the amazing technology that they have as well, and the clothes. So I highly recommend even trying out these shoes and getting yourself a pair, because you won't regret it.